If you don't love yourself and you can't be happy with yourself and forgive yourself, then there's no forgiving anybody.
Who is one person in your life that you have chosen to forgive, and why? If you're new to this channel, I'm Jordan, and we're engaging people with the deeper, more meaningful questions about life. So today, we're talking about the restorative impact that forgiveness has on our relationships. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone in your life, and enjoy.
The one person I think I've chosen to forgive would be probably my stepfather.
My dad.
My father.
He abused me as a child.
When I was a child, after my mom passed away, all the physical abuse he put me through and whatnot. So that'd probably be the one person that I've chosen to forgive in my lifetime.
Because there's no reason to harbor anger and anything like that. He's my father.
He made me.
It took a long time for me to realize I forgave him, but it felt better, just to be able to, strengthen our relationship now and grow from it.
She was a friend that I had in high school. She was kind of like a really close friend.
Obviously, we were like best friends, and obviously I had deep feelings for her.
One time I told him a secret that I trusted him to never tell anybody.
She kind of bullied me a lot.
He broke that trust.
She didn't really like me.
I decided to forgive her because I think she was going through some stuff back then, and she was just trying to find a way to let it out.
It took a good 2 years for me to forgive him.
I assumed to forgive her about that because obviously it's her feelings, not mine. I can't force nothing.
So I just decided to forgive her because I don't want to hold any resentment. And as we grow older, we mature,
I definitely would have to say myself. I was very, very hard on myself all the time, and it was to the point where I was so unhappy that I just didn't want to live anymore. Honestly, I didn't want to live anymore so much that I gave everything up, and I gave up everything, my jobs, my daughter, my house, my car, my relationships, my mom, my family, everybody, everything. And I broke down and I tried to commit suicide. And I think that going through all of that, coming out of it, I just really told myself, that's what I learned, that I can't be so hard on myself because everything else is so hard in life, and you kind of just got to give yourself a break sometimes. You can't be what everyone wants you to be. You can't do what everybody wants you to do. You can only do for yourself so you can do better for the world and for other people. If you don't love yourself and you can't be happy with yourself and forgive yourself, then there's no forgiving anybody, or there's nothing. And that's what I learned in my life.
I'm going to forgive myself for not always being the best mother that I could have been, but it all turned out okay now that my children are in their 30s.
I think my son, because he got off the path and started down a wrong path, and I got him some help, and he's turned his whole life around.
I have chosen to forgive my ex.
I would say an ex.
Reason being is so then I can personally move on with my life and be happy.
Anything can be a lesson learned. It's always a step forward, never a step back. You can always learn from it and grow from that.
An ex-employee, they told some untruths, and they didn't apologize until after everybody found out they were lying. So then I just said, oh well, I'll just forgive them and move on.
I forgave my brother. He used to dislike me very much because I was more popular, and now we're best friends.
To be honest with you, I'm the type of individual that tends to hold a grudge, and I have a hard time forgiving someone.
You kind of have to let that go, I think, because it just eats you up inside if you don't.
I think I do it just for more for peace of mind for myself, so I won't hold on to that grudge.
Is there still trust issues? A little bit, but as far as that, I'm not going to stress over it. I forgive him.
I feel a lot better, a lot more ease, a lot less stress and anxiety when I'm around him, so since I've forgiven him.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. When I'm out filming, the two most common phrases I get are, wow, that's a deep question, and what's your motivation behind doing these videos? So before I preview or publish day 20, I'm going to take a few minutes to share my motivation behind asking people the deeper, more meaningful questions about life. See you soon.